I'm live?
I think so.
Am I really?
Well, yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Hi, guys. Can you see me?
Hello.
All right, if you guys can see or hear us, let us know in the comments.
It kind of sucks we're going to be looking down here at the comments when everybody's up there.
Yeah, that's okay. They'll understand. We don't do lives often.
No.
But I don't know if they can hear us. They see us, but you can't hear us?
And here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
Well, hello.
Hi.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Charlie.
And we're the Adventure Closet.
Yes, we are.
And that's what we say every time we start our videos, even on our lives. The reason we're doing a live here is you guys have been watching us go through all that snow through Montana, North Dakota to Minnesota. We're actually in the same spot that you last saw us in video. So we're in Thief River Falls, Minnesota, which is northwest Minnesota.
Middle of nowhere.
It is very much middle of nowhere. The rocks have been scraped clean by past glaciers, so there's no rocks here. So there's not really much that would bring us here except for one thing, and that is that we needed to make some money for some future travels. So do you think it's too early to get into what we're doing for work?
Why don't we say hello to everybody?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Good morning, Cynthia.
Hello, everybody. Oh, did Cynthia join us? Nice. I'm glad you could join us, and thanks everybody for being here. Every one of your names made us smile when we saw you guys pop in before we went officially live. So, and awesome, Greg. Thank you for sharing the link.
Hi, Dawn. Hi, Rocks from Sobriety. For Sobriety.
Oh, Dawn, we have a special treat for you in Wednesday's video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Hey, Nick. Oh, man. Everybody's here. The whole gang. Here. That is awesome. That makes our day. And the other Nick. Hey. How's it going? City rock handing. Awesome. Okay. So we'll after we get into talking about why we're here in the small town of Thief River Falls, Minnesota, we might do a little bit of Q&A too. So if you guys have any good juicy questions for us, hold them in the hopper, and we'll cue you guys later to release them.
Hi, Ray.
Oh, hey, Ray. Of course, both of you are watching. I hope you have your coffee. Mm-hmm. We have ours. And our cups that say DigiKey on it.
Hi, Jackie.
Oh, hey, Jackie. Oh, and Sean. Sean, we have a show and tell on here that has something a lot to do with you. Awesome. Okay, shall we jump into it?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Do you want to start? Or should I start?
About our job?
About our job. So we're here to make money.
So we found out about this job through workcampers.com. It's a website where you can find nomadic jobs. None of this is sponsored, by the way.
Yep.
And we signed up for their free trial because we were actually looking for maybe a camp hosting job somewhere, hopefully in the mountains or something like that. But we ended up seeing a notification for this DigiKey job.
Easy for you to say.
I know. In Minnesota, and we were like, oh, it was February at the time, And we're like, well, it says here that the hotel room is included, so we could give it a try. So we signed up for the job, not really knowing what it is. The interview was a couple of questions, like a quiz, like can you identify these numbers and these colors? Pretty simple stuff.
Yeah, it was easy math stuff.
Yeah.
Slam dunk.
Yeah. Background check, drug test, and then we were hired. And then we had to get here, which was the last 10 videos that you saw. Well, 11 videos now.
It was mid-March when we left, which is a crazy time to head through the north.
Yeah, as you saw, it was that was all in 1 week. So that was leaving on a Tuesday. I think it was Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday that we spent the 24 hours in the rest stop. And then we got here. We had to sleep in Walmart for 2 nights. We really only showed you one of those because we thought 2 nights would kind of be boring.
Jackie said nothing like northern Minnesota in February.
Yeah.
Jackie knows she's from Minnesota. And yeah, that was a score on the hotel, Greg. Like, that's what makes this job worth it.
Yeah.
And they also, if we wanted to like rent a house or an apartment.
Yeah. So if you're a single person, they'll pay $1,000 towards your rent in an apartment. Say you had like a dog. Did you say that?
Mm-mm.
Well, if you had a dog, there's not a lot of hotels that allow dogs, so they'll pay $1,000 towards rent per person. So both of us together would be able to get like $2,000 rent apartment if we wanted to, but then we'd have to pay for internet, power, water, sewer, garbage, all that other stuff that would just cut into our bottom line
and be our own maids. Which who wants to do that?
Although we really haven't had maid service much.
We're like the easiest hotel guests. We try to like go as long as we can without having the maid come in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure. I hope they like having us.
Yeah. So there's no medical benefits, no dental, no vision, none of that other stuff, no 401k. It's just a temporary job. It's kind of open-ended. So they tell you need to sign up for 3 months, but we've had people that have left already that haven't even, stayed the whole 3 months, and I'm sure there was no consequences for that.
Yeah, it is a high turnover position.
Yeah. So what the actual job is we're called pickers. So there's pickers and packers. It's yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's a production job where they have basically, it's like a library of electronics, kind of similar to like how you would think an Amazon would look like, but just electronics.
And we're each assigned a bay, which is like a series of a couple of aisles. I have like 4 aisles.
Yeah, I think I have like 6.
Yeah.
And we get these tickets printed out, and we have a little, it's literally an iPod Touch from like 2009. And it's got a scanner attached to it. And oh, that's good to know, Jackie.
Minnesota does have a bunch of community health places, though. You need a doctor while you are here. Hopefully you don't need a doctor, but if you do, I can help you out. Okay, that's cool. That's really good to know.
Yeah. So you take your ticket, you take your scanner, you scan your ticket, and it gives you a bay number to go, or a bin number. So it's like shelves full of little bins that are about 4 inches wide, 24 inches deep. And you go to the bin, you grab the thing, and you scan it. You scan the bin so you make sure you're getting the right part. and you put it in a Ziploc bag, or you wrap it in bubble wrap if it needs protection. And then you throw it in a tote, and it goes on a conveyor belt to the packagers who package it up and put it away. So, yeah, it's pretty simple, but man, did our feet hurt the first couple weeks. So on our
hi, Brad and Jill and Mama Blanc. Awesome to have the whole family here. That's awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully my chair's not too squeaky. But what was I saying?
Yeah. So I don't know what you were saying. What was he saying, guys? I was distracted by all the fun people in the car.
This is hard.
Yeah.
It's so much easier when we're just talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the walking. Yes. So on our phones we have a little app, and it says we walk like 7 miles a day.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been working 11 and 12-hour days. So it's a normal 8-hour shift, but apparently there's a mandatory 1 hour overtime, which I've never had a job with mandatory overtime before.
No,
But
that's different. It's okay for us because that's our goal. Is we're here to make some money so we don't have to work later, and we can, get some cool adventures going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're walking on concrete.
Yeah, flat concrete
for up to 12 hours a day.
Yeah. How do our backs feel? Well, they've been better, but they've also been worse.
Yeah, it depends on the night. So
yeah, we've kind of had to switch our diet to like anti-inflammatory meals and things like that, just to help save our back.
Which we really needed to do when we hit the road. I think the last time we left Washington and we went through the Midwest and we started heading south, we started running into like all these, what do they call them? Like food islands where it's hard to find a lot of fresh food. And so like our diets kind of went a little south, and you guys probably saw how unhealthy we were starting to look in video. I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed. But we have cleaned up our diets and getting back to our healthier selves. Not that we still don't partake in junk food, but we're doing better.
Janet says, get some good shoes. So we went out and on our first check, and we spent like $300 on good shoes. Mine didn't even last a week because I'm a heavy guy. And yours are still doing good.
Yeah.
They're the OnCloud brand. They for the first week while they were working, they were great. But I kind of walk on the outsides of my feet, so it kind of compressed mine down, and now it hurts my feet to wear them. So now I have $150 shoes that I can't wear.
But they gave you a credit.
They did.
So I'm going to get a pair of hiking shoes with his credit, and then we're just going to get him another pair of shoes that actually work for him.
Yeah.
But they worked great for me. So I'm excited to try their hiking brand.
Yeah, outdoor walking is much better than warehouse concrete. We miss outdoor walking a lot. Basically, we work 5 days a week, and then Saturday I spend all day editing videos, and Liz gets those up on the social media and comments. Then Sundays we do grocery shopping and laundry, and then if we have time, we'll try and find something. But we found a few things. We got a few videos lined up for you guys of some local things. And
Amazingly, like we got here and we're like, what are we going to film?
yeah,
We found stuff and we've been doing an awesome job tag teaming. I mean, let's pat our backs here.
yeah.
It's been a difficult balance doing all of this, but it's gonna be so worth it in the end. I promise you guys. We have some cool adventures coming up. We're gonna talk about one of them before we end this episode.
Yeah.
But before we move the subject of this job at DigiKey, I want to talk about some things that have happened. Like, let's start specifically with our hotel issues.
Oh gosh.
So
Living in a hotel it seems wonderful because you got like housekeeping and there's free breakfast.
it is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it has its ups and downs.
Right.
But so our first hotel, we've had to move hotels since the first one, but not because of these issues. Basically, they couldn't reschedule the hotel, so they had to just rebook us in another hotel. But the first hotel, we had these wonderful neighbors that would slam their doors all night long. And like the first day they were there, they would take this rubber ball and just throw it against our wall.
And we're not complainers, so we never
No.
actually complained about them. But their house had burned down, and so they had 2 hotel rooms for this family. So I kind of felt for them a little bit because of that. But they were just constantly running back and forth, back and forth. And when you're working nights and you're trying to, like, sleep is so precious, it gets frustrating. So that was one incident. And those people, finally, the hotel people, they booked out. They had to do a little trick where they booked out the entire hotel so that they couldn't rebook those people the next week.
Bye, Mo and Jen.
Oh, bye, guys. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. And they finally left the hotel room, and then we got moved like a week later.
Yeah.
It was bad.
So, yeah, because DigiKey could only book us so long in that one hotel, and they had to. So we've moved hotels since. But before we left that other one, we had another incident. Remember when we were going to bed, and all of a sudden this lady was
Yeah.
running down the halls, knocking on everybody's doors loudly, including our door.
Yeah, so it was this very drunk lady that was just pounding on doors. And I didn't answer it at first, but then I heard her go down to the next door and pound on the door, and the next door, and then pound on the door. And finally, I got out of bed, and it was middle of the night. And I walked out, and I said, can I help you? And she's like, I was outside, and I saw somebody getting brutally attacked through the window. And is everything okay in your room? And all this other stuff. And I'm like, we were sleeping. She's like, oh, sorry, but I just saw this lady getting attacked, and I mean, we heard nothing. It was ridiculous that this lady just comes pounding on every door
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
So that was a little crazy. And then I think the only other thing that happened over at that hotel, and it wasn't really in the hotel, it was at the gas station next to it. We were pumping gas. It was at night.
Yeah.
And this guy, like middle-aged guy, listening to really loud rap music in his car, gets out. And what did he ask you?
Oh, he wanted me to buy some gift cards off of him, which sounds super sketchy. He's like, you can check them. I just need money for the casino.
Yeah, so that was kind of sad.
Yeah.
You're in a bad space in life if you're selling gift cards. at a dark gas station in the middle of the night so you can go gamble.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sucks. We did not buy any gift cards.
No.
And then at this next hotel, we've actually liked this hotel better because they have a bigger refrigerator, so we can like actually supply for the week and not have to stop at the grocery store during the work week.
And we have one king size bed, which is
Yeah.
awesome. It's super comfortable.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it just works better for us. But we did have an incident though here with these two guys last night. So we got like 2 hours of sleep last night.
Yeah, we were so tired.
I woke up to this like banging, and I thought it was in a room near us.
I thought it was like loud music going on.
Yeah. Well, it was music in a way.
Maybe, yeah.
But there was these two shirtless dudes out in their truck outside our window, like banging on their center console like it's a drum.
And the dashboard.
And then hitting each other, and it was crazy chaos in that truck.
And it was so, like, their doors were closed, their windows were up, but it was so loud, like, we could hear it in the room.
Yeah, and it just wouldn't stop. I tried to wait it out, it wouldn't stop. And so that time I finally broke down and I complained. I called the front desk. And
I don't think they did anything, though.
Yeah, but the guys eventually...
And that was like 3:30 in the morning this morning. So we're not at our 100%.
Now, if this seems silly to you that we're complaining about this stuff, we're not usually around a lot of people, so this is like a culture shock for us.
The things they do for entertainment in Minnesota, that's right.
The people watching is grand.
Yes.
There was another incident, which is... Oh. Hi, Blind Squirrel Rocks.
We did actually lose power once in the hotel room.
Okay, so they said tip number 1, if you have a possible power loss coming up at your card key hotel, storms coming in, don't close your room door without power. You won't be able to get back into your room. That's a good tip.
That is a good tip.
Yeah.
Better than a trip to Walmart.
Yeah. Oh, they do have a Walmart here, so, you know, if you're running out of things to see in town.
Oh my gosh, and you run into everybody that you work with at that Walmart, too.
It's terrible. We work with some lovely people. I mean...
No, we work with great people.
Yeah, we do. But sometimes you just want to go to the store in your pajamas. I mean, it's Walmart. That's...
I don't go to the store in my pajamas. Neither do you.
But I want to.
I'm sure you do.
I want to really bad sometimes. But I have to actually get myself together and go to the store. So, yeah. Isn't it funny that, like, we film ourselves all the time on our channel, and I don't feel like I have to pull myself all the way together to be on camera, but to go to the store, I do. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is weird.
Is that weird, guys? It's weird.
Because, I mean, this is like 3,000 people.
Yeah, but they're not all watching at once. Some people subscribe and then they forget about us. But these
Nobody
guys,
forgets
these guys
about
don't.
us.
Let's go. Hotels are required to have generators to run the emergency lights indoors. Where you've been staying.
The wrong hotel?
The wrong hotel.
Yeah. Oh, another thing about the first hotel that was nice. So, even though DigiKey was paying for the hotel, we were able to acquire the rewards for the room. So we actually now have 9 free nights of hotel stay at any Wyndham hotel.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And we would have accrued more if we stayed longer at that hotel.
Hello, Daily Horn.
Oh, hey.
Famoso.
Oh, thanks, John, for loving us unconditionally.
Wait for the dude. Yeah.
That's true, Brad. And Another thing that I want to mention, and it's not to bring the high note to a low note, but something kind of unusual did happen at our job. It's so it's kind of a like not so fun story. So if you have little kids around, maybe shoo them away. Tell them, go play outside, kids, but don't tell them to go play on the road. But anyways, so we were leaving work one night, and we had just finished up a 12-hour shift, super tired. We go out to go to the clock to clock out, and it's been moved, and the daytime supervisor's there. And they said that, we had to move this. Whatever you do when you leave the building, don't walk on the sidewalk. They had us go through this door that's like next to the exit that we normally take. And we thought that was really weird.
We asked them why, and they said, you'll find out.
Yeah.
Which was a weird answer.
It was a weird answer. And we went out there, and we immediately, the first thing we see is a bunch of police running into the building, which we still don't know why they were running into the building at that point, because the incident had already happened. But basically, the sidewalk was all roped off. Police were out there. We stopped, and as we were walking by, there was an employee just kind of sitting idle in her truck, and we asked what was going on. And she told us that somebody had committed suicide out there, which we later learned was not true. So we left, came back the next day, and then we kind of got the lowdown of what had really happened. Was an employee, a DJI employee, was out on his break smoking that night, and another guy that worked at the company next door, Arctic Cat, where they make snowmobiles, was sitting there waiting to pick up his girlfriend who worked at DigiKey, and he was not right in the head, maybe on drugs, I don't know. But he saw the DigiKey employee guy out smoking, and thought that he was looking at him wrong or something, and got out and confronted him and violently beat him.
For like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it was a really awful story. I don't know if we want to get into full detail on it.
No, probably not.
But I will put a link. Actually, I'll do that right now if you want to. I'll put the link in there for those that want to hear the details.
You can do it later.
But I'll do it now so they have it, because I have the link.
Okay.
Pretty.
So basically, he was beaten to death. And the company didn't do a very good job at, like, you would think if somebody was killed at your job that they would go into lockdown, because that's what we have these lockdown drill things for. But they didn't. It was business as usual. They just closed.
Here's the link.
Closed a small part of the parking lot. This is not on the regular Minnesota news channels. Yeah, It was kind of swept under the rug.
Yeah, the fact there was no lockdown was really weird. Like the business as usual.
Yeah.
Just kind of, it didn't settle with us. And in our training, we actually went through an active shooter
training.
Yeah.
Which, why do we have to go through active shooter training at work now?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another story.
Yeah.
All All right. See you later, Maui.
Bye.
But yeah, so we do stay together on breaks. We break together.
10:30 p.m. in Thailand.
Yeah.
You lucky dog.
And you know, we don't feel if we felt like we were unsafe at this job, we would just leave. But all factories to have it's required in all factories in Minnesota to have active shooter training. Wow.
Well, it didn't mean much. I mean, I know the guy, he didn't have a gun, but it was a very aggressive crime.
As you can read in the thing.
And completely random, too. Like, how many nights have we walked by this guy waiting to pick up his girlfriend?
Yeah. And we've probably worked with the guy that was murdered, too.
Yeah, I definitely worked with the guy. I didn't know him, but I've worked alongside him. And he was just a quiet, older gentleman.
Worked there for 3 years.
Yeah, lived in a small town nearby. It was just completely senseless. So, yeah. So, yeah, sorry to bring it down to a low note, guys.
Yeah.
But I did put the link in there for those that are interested. Just be aware that it is a little detailed.
Very detailed.
Yeah. And yeah, the thing that was used for his weapon is still there. Probably not the same one, but there was many of them, and they're still there, and so that's kind of difficult to walk by those every day. What's going on in the comments there?
Jackie says you don't look at people in northern Minnesota, apparently. You just look down for rocks.
Oh. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. Like, whenever you, like, look at somebody at work that is definitely a local, they always just kind of look away or look down. It's strange. But anyway...
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
So, what's going to go on in our future?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So we're here for a little bit longer, a few more weeks, like 3 or 4 more weeks.
We're putting Opal in the shop. So last week, her oil light came on intermittently. It's probably a sensor or something. But now that we called the mechanic and have a scheduled appointment, the oil light doesn't come on anymore. Of course, you know.
Classic move, Opal. She doesn't want to go to the doctor.
Yeah, like going to the doctor, it doesn't hurt anymore.
But now's the time for us to do it because we've been making some money. We have a lot to ask of her.
She needs some TLC.
Yeah.
And then, so we might have to stay like a couple weeks longer than we originally planned. But that's not going to affect our videos at all. We should be good.
Yeah, we should be good.
And then
if not, we'll do another live.
Yeah. After that, we are going to be heading up north.
What's up north from Minnesota? Greg knows. It's Canada.
Yeah. So we're going to be heading up through Canada, and we're going to be heading west again, back towards Washington. But we're going to take our time and explore what we can up in Canada. And honestly, that is the extent of the Canada plan, is we're going to Canada and we're going to explore.
Banff is on our radar.
Yeah, Banff is definitely on our radar.
And hopefully meeting up with Greg.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some adventures that you guys don't know and we don't know yet.
Yeah.
So.
And that's how we like it. So then eventually we'll be getting back to Washington.
Wait, do you have a pause button?
Why?
Because can I pause you real quick?
What do you need?
I just saw, so Nick from City Rock Hounding, okay, so Nick got a van and it's very similar to ours. It's a newer model and your name is amazing. Vincent Van Gogh. That's awesome. All right, I'm paused. Sorry.
Is it an oil light issue, Nick? Oh, thank you, Greg.
Oh, that's awesome, Greg.
It is an oil light issue. Okay. And so our oil light issue is it comes on when you turn the car on, and then you turn the car off and then turn it back on again and it goes out. At least that's what was fixing it earlier.
We're both highly trained mechanics.
Yes. And
that name is awesome.
Yeah. It could be an oil pressure sensor, could be I don't know. Jackie, you might know more about cars than I do.
I can picture that of Jackie, that she's handy like that.
Yeah. But yeah, also our ABS light comes on. She's got a leak in the radiator. We do have a code reader, but I think doesn't that only check engine light, not the oil light? I don't know. I know a little about a lot. I know a little about a lot too, just not cars. So anyway, yeah, putting Opal in the shop, going up through Canada, back to Washington, going hiking. We're gonna do some hiking around Washington. There's some hikes that I don't know if you guys remember way back beginning of our channel, where all we did was hike. There's a few cool hikes in Washington that we want to get through. And yeah, we are worried about the wildfires too, in Canada.
Still a few weeks out, so hopefully things will change a little. I know it's just going to get closer. It'll probably be summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And then after that, we have to be back in Minnesota for the beet harvest again. We're doing the beet harvest again.
Yes. And same location as before, we hope.
Yeah.
We were requested that we'd be in Crookston, which is like, what is it, like 2 hours south of here? Sort of.
Crookston's like 45 minutes away.
Oh, okay. So not very far from here.
Everything is like 45 minutes away from here.
That's true.
Like there's nothing within 45 minutes.
One cool thing about this area is the birds. It's a great migration path. So like as the snow was melting, we were seeing tons of birds.
Yeah. It was nice to hear the birds after seeing all that snow.
Yeah. Oh, and the ticks come out right away.
Oh my gosh.
The last 2 nature walks we've gone on, we've gotten ticks on us.
At least 5.
Yeah.
And they've come back on our clothes to the hotel room.
Yeah. I woke up one morning and I thought I saw something moving in the corner of my eye, and I looked down by my feet and there's a tick just walking along the comforter. So, yeah. Did you guys know that ticks are arachnids?
Yeah.
Like
they're spiders.
Yeah.
They're friends of spiders.
They're friends of spiders. Well, they're not friends of mine.
Yeah.
Or we haven't made friends yet. I don't want to make friends with a tick. So
yeah, so then after the beet harvest, which is October, which hopefully you guys, hopefully we can stay kind of up to date. It's kind of hard once we get moving to keep our videos up to date because I mean, it's a lot of work posting 2 videos a week, but sometimes we film like 5 videos a week, so it's real easy to get behind. Yeah, I know. Winter videos in June.
Yeah.
Well, we filmed like 11 videos in 1 week, Kim. So so yeah, it was hard.
Yeah. But it feels good to be more caught up. We like to, I mean, for safety's sake, we like to be a little bit ahead. So, you know, if there's some weirdo watching that they don't know exactly where we are.
Well, and a main reason is we like to be ahead is if something happens, like say Opal breaks down or something, and we have to put her in the shop for a week. You guys don't miss out on videos.
Yeah. But even then, that's content because then you guys see what we do when Opal breaks down.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're a person that's really interested in the nomad lifestyle, it's good to know those things.
Yeah.
Which we have had a situation. We did get a hotel one time when Opal broke down. It was in our home state too.
Yeah.
We were just on the other side of it. It was so annoying. But that was fortunately a warranty issue that a tire company fixed up for us. But yeah, so we've thought about like if we break down, we have all our backpacking gear, we could go to a nearby campground. There's cheaper things we can do if she broke down. We don't always have to budget for a hotel.
Yeah.
So in case anybody was wondering.
But yeah, so our videos are going to get behind again because I assume that there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that we see while we're in Canada.
Yeah, we want to show you guys as much of Canada as possible because it's going to be really new and exciting to us. Because I haven't been since I was 19 years old. And the only reason I went is because it was legal to drink in Canada when you're 19. I don't know if it's still the case. But yeah, that's what I did. So
yeah. Hey Russ.
Young and dumb. Oh, is Russ on there?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Hey Russ, can we? Well, I guess we've already introduced you, but Russ is a coworker of ours, and he also has a YouTube channel, The Herd Hiker. You'll see him down there in the comments, and he has done the entire Appalachian Trail. So
yeah,
that's a pretty amazing accomplishment because that's like over 2,000 miles of hiking.
Yeah,
across the country. So yeah, that's a huge feat. Plus, he's entertaining to watch. Yeah, so definitely check out his channel and show him some support. I know he's got some big goals coming up in the future for his channel, so it's a good one to be subscribed to. Maybe turn the notification on so you know when he's posting again.
Yeah, Jackie wants you to link his channel in the comments.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, let's see.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Let's see, what else we got to talk about? You guys got any questions? Oh, the kids aren't even subscribed to me. Nick. That's right. I don't see our mothers on here. At least they're not commenting.
Brad's mom is on here.
I'm talking about our mother.
Oh. I know, but there's a mom on here. There's
Yeah.
actually lots of moms on there that I see. Okay.
Does the tape work, you guys? For the ticks?
Tape?
Yeah, they're saying use double-sided tape, wrap around your legs, and Jackie says she used painter's tape. Because we really haven't dealt with ticks much. I've had one tick on me, and that was in Colorado, and I just flicked them off of me. And sticky side out and around your shoes and ankles. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll try that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of catch their little creepy legs before they get to you.
Blind Squirrel Rocks, when we're in Crookston, they also provide a hotel, and there's a hotel in Crookston.
However, they do charge you $50 a week, or they say that they do.
Yeah.
They ended up not charging us that, which I hear that happens often. So, but they do say that they can charge you up to $50 a week per person.
Yeah, that's for the bee harvest.
Yeah. And if you're a single person going and you want a room to yourself, I think you have to pay the full 100 if you don't want a roommate.
It sounds like they're only doing roommates this year for the bee harvest.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, we're lucky enough to have our built-in roommate, but, you know, you're working so much. If you do have a roommate, I'm sure it's not a big deal. Because it's 12-hour days at the bee harvest, but it's over like that. Do we have any friends on here that are signing up for the beet harvest in Minnesota this year? I think some of you might be. But it's a good gig. I mean, especially after doing this gig. And you can, with DigiKey where we're working now, you can take up to 30 days off and come back to your job. So you can, a lot of people will go do the beet harvest and come back to this. And I would say the beet harvest is a better deal than this because you're making more money faster. But it's similar. You're standing on concrete for 12 hours. So at least this job, you have a little bit more fluctuation with your hours. If you only want to do the 8 to 9, then you can go home.
Hi, Will.
Oh, hey.
Let's see.
Will Bond, the Cajun rock hand.
That's right. All right. I guess question time, right? Anybody got any questions for us? Did I already say that? I feel like I already said that.
You said that, but I want to see Janet's tip there. So Mama Blanc says, wear a hat too when around trees. Yes, Brad, I had grandma. Oops, that went take off your head and ear. Oh, on your ear? That sucks. See, ticks they're not fun creatures.
Out of all of your adventures, what are the favorite rocks that you have found? Oh, that's a tough one.
That is tough. My memory is so short when it comes to rocks because every time I find a new rock, it's like, this is my new favorite rock. So I really enjoyed the fluorite mine that out in Illinois. That was a lot of fun because it was so colorful.
For me, I'd have to say it was the middle of the desert in Utah, that weird formation of stalactites by the cold water spring.
Yeah, it was like what's this? It's like banded calcite.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Onyx. It was super, super pretty. Really high quality stuff. That was really amazing. And Devil's Tower in Wyoming is probably one of my favorite rocks.
Wow, that was pretty cool.
It's more a formation, but that counts as a rock too. That's just an amazing, incredible basalt formation.
There's your mama.
Oh, my mama's on here. Uh-oh, trouble's in the room. I miss you too, Mom.
Yeah, we miss you too.
We'll be home in a few months. We got to go to Canada first. We were just telling everybody about that.
What's your favorite spot in the U.S. so far besides Washington? Oh, and Nick also said, no question, just want to thank you both for your inspiration and friendship. Love you guys. Thanks.
You too, Nick. You've been a huge inspiration for us. So thank you so much.
Our favorite spot in the U.S., it's got to be Minnesota because we come here so often, apparently. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I really loved Colorado during monsoon season, which that sounds like something you'd want to avoid, is Colorado in the monsoon season, but there's just something about it. Like the days are beautiful and warm up in the mountains, but cool enough because you get that mountain breeze. And then in the evenings, there's just this crazy rain that, reminds us of home, except it's a little more intense than Washington rain.
Oh, rain is always different than Washington rain. It's weird.
It is.
You haven't seen two-thirds of southern Minnesota yet. It's true.
I know we have a lot of Minnesota to explore. And we love Minnesota, don't get us wrong. I mean, we're just stuck in one spot for 3 months. So if there's any complaining, it's because of that.
Hi, Deanne. We had a hard night last night, too.
Oh, sorry about your hard night, Deanne.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can cheer you up.
So we missed a question up here.
Who did we miss?
It was, have we ever looked for, was it Ammonite? Not Ammonite. There.
I would love to look for Ammonite.
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 Gemstone
No.
honey by True North.
Where's a good spot to go Ammonite hunting? I would love to. I would love to hunt for all the things. I have been jonesing for some rock hounding. Like, I've been digging through gravel.
Oh, yeah. We just stop on random roads and look through the gravel all the time. Southern Alberta.
I did find a really cool piece of banded shirt, which I don't have readily available. You'll see it in video soon, like very soon.
Basically, all we found is
some granite,
and some feldspar.
Yeah, which feldspar's in the granite. So lots of feldspar, which is beautiful. But since we've been jonesing, it was really cool to receive a gift in the mail here at the hotel. Well, we actually won it for being funny. From Outdoor Adventure Fade to Black, our friend Sean's channel, amazing channel. He's in Wisconsin along Lake Michigan, and he finds some amazing rocks. Charlie's been working on making a short video of this agate here that he polished himself. Not Charlie, Sean did.
Yeah. It's kind of blurry. Apparently YouTube doesn't like to autofocus.
Yeah. But stay tuned for a short video on that because it's amazing.
Beautiful rock.
Like, we opened it in the hotel and the lighting isn't the best in here, and we were still like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then we put it in our lunchbox and took it to work because we wanted to look at it more later. And which is funny in hindsight that we put a rock in our lunchbox. But we sat in this spot where it was open and sunny in the lunchroom, and we were blown away by this agate. There's so much detail in it. It's super amazing. Nice. So thank you so much for that, Sean. It really lifted our rock hound spirits here in this rock desolate area. So, yeah.
So Don asks, have you guys walked Point Damon in Ocean Shores yet? No.
We have not, and I know it's a really good agate spot and a good spot for carnelian. So
Ray's found carnelian agates. And they found poppy jasper and agates there.
Oh, I love the poppy jasper. And I've heard that's a good spot for the poppy jasper, which is just this beautiful red jasper with little black spots on it. It's so pretty. I would love to get my hands on some of that. Us being from the northern section of Washington, we don't get down there to the southern Ocean Shores section very often. So we need to.
So much to explore in the North Cascade area.
Yeah, and you can camp on the beaches for free down there and have fires on the beaches and spots where it's allowed. So it's a really cool spot. We need to go down there and check out.
So what was your favorite spot in Missouri?
Oh, that we had a lot of fun in Missouri.
We did, but we had to leave in kind of a hurry too. Like we were
Yeah.
ready to explore a lot more in Missouri.
I liked Washington County Park.
Yeah, Washington County Park was a beautiful place.
Yeah.
The limestone caves. Oh, I guess that was Alton.
Yeah. Which is right next to
Yeah,
Missouri.
it's right next to Missouri. But yeah, Washington County Park was beautiful. Or what? Yeah, Washington County.
Yeah, and
No, it was Washington State Park, I think.
was it Washington? No, it's what?
Whatever.
Yeah.
That park.
Maybe you guys know.
Let's see. What are the glow-in-the-dark rocks called? The fluorite. I think you're talking about the fluorite, and it actually glows in the black light, not the dark. So you need like a black light flashlight for those.
And that was really cool that was in Illinois. And if some of you might have seen the video, but we went out at night with our UV flashlight and it caught all that fluorite, and there was some calcite in there that glows like an orangish color. And the fluorite was mostly like this purplish blue. It was so cool. Like,
it's so vibrant.
Yeah, just felt like you were on another planet going out there at night.
So Greg asks, are you still on the free camping roll? Yes, we are.
Yes.
And he says, hate to break the news, but it might be difficult in Canada. Challenge accepted.
We've heard. We've heard it's going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
Especially going through Banff. I don't know if we'll be able
we'll probably just day trip to Banff.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we'll camp near there, but yeah.
And
yeah, I heard they don't really like van lifers too much up in Canada.
Yeah, hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully that's just hearsay.
But I don't know. Forestry Forest seems to find spots.
Yeah, that's another cool channel. If any of you guys haven't seen Forestry Forest or
Foresty,
Foresty Forest on YouTube, he's an inspiration to us for van life because he goes on these incredible hikes, does some amazing drone work. Meanwhile, he's cooking something in his van, and he's really good at engaging the camera and just all around really nice, well done channel. It's a big channel. But he hasn't always been a big channel. So
no, he used to live in a minivan. But now he lives in a Chevy Express, which would be one of our choices if we had to upgrade to Opal.
Yeah, and it has the Quigley 4x4 upgrade.
You want to link it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, basically just pulling off a mountain road, hopefully, is what our plan will be. Oh, good. Yeah, any spots that you can think of, Greg, would be great.
Yeah, we're going to need all the Canadian help we can get. It's going to be difficult, too, transferring over to the metric system while we're up there. We're going to be so confused. Okay, there's the link for Foresty Forest. And again, I mean, I know most of you guys are already friends, and I see the names in here, but a lot of the names on here are channels here in our comment section, and every one of these channels are channels that we watch and love, and there's great people. We stand behind all these names, so
yeah,
click on a name here and you're gonna find a great adventure with any of these people.
Michael W asks, which is harder, to camp out in the hot summer or cold winter? Personally, I would rather camp in the, well, Now, when you say cold winter, are you talking about North Dakota, Minnesota cold winter, or are you talking about like the rest of the world cold winter? Because that's a little bit extreme.
Let's just go generally. Let's say generally, I prefer sleeping in the cold than the heat.
Yeah, it's hard sleeping in the heat because you gotta leave the windows open, and then bugs get in, and you know, you worry about like, is a cougar gonna jump through the window in the middle of the night just randomly?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Which I've never heard of that happening. But
me either. But you know,
you never know.
yeah.
But North Dakota cold is difficult, so I would say I'd rather have a warm night in the van than a North Dakota winter night. So, or Minnesota.
You need a permit for the forestry roads in Alberta. Oh man.
Oh, what?
So, new plan. We're skipping Canada.
No, we're gonna take Canada head on. If we have to pay for camping and end our streak, it will. It doesn't count because it's international, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we could just say we've never paid for camping in the U.S. But
Yeah.
I don't want to run out of money.
Yeah, seriously, because that is a good way to run out of money fast if you are a nomad and you're paying for camping. So.
That's how we're able to do what we do, is by being so frugal and not paying for camping. $60 a year is permit cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Oh, that actually is a good deal.
Maybe a Walmart Canada is the future. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys have rest stops, right?
Crownline camping, same as BLM.
Okay.
And paying for a road permit isn't paying for camping, though. I guess that's true.
That's true. That's true. I like your thinking, Jackie.
Yeah.
Technicalities there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I'm excited to figure it out. Just something completely new.
Rest stop's good.
Yeah, and dip our toes into international travel, which is really crazy and exciting to us.
Just I figure that's like getting your national park permit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we get the national park permit, and that gives us, freebies for other things. So, yeah.
Can't sleep at rest stops. Why are they called rest stops?
You can stop, but no resting. There's somebody standing at the bathroom stall. Are you done yet? Are you done yet?
Go. They call them pit stops.
Yeah.
Stop and pee only.
But no pooping.
Yeah, no pooping.
Yeah, but we'll figure it out, and I think that'll make it even more fun and interesting to go into Canada and not know what we're doing. So, we'll at least be entertaining for you guys.
Oh, you guys do have flying J's? Okay. Poop plazas.
So there's options.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not the most glamorous options, but there's options, so we can save some pennies and, get to the stuff that really matters, like seeing turquoise waters in Banff, Canada, which that's high up on the list. And we also want to see the things around Banff that you don't hear about. So. Yeah,
that's what we like the most, is places you don't hear about.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes you got to see the famous stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So.
Well, we've hit our hour, so we probably should start wrapping this up. You guys got any more questions for us? Hit a bulk barn? Yes. We'll definitely hit a bulk barn.
That's our first stop when we get up to Winnipeg. Is we're gonna check that out. So that sounds like Bulk Barn is this really cool store where you can get bulk items. So we'll go there, stock up before we do our run across the north.
Yeah,
it'll be good.
We hear it's flat up there too.
Yeah.
If you plan to go to Lake Louise or go early, yeah, we've heard that.
Yeah.
and on a weekday, hopefully.
Yeah. So once we do dip our toes into this international travel in Canada, um, it's going to build our confidence and our comfort level with traveling abroad. Do you guys have, would you, like, if you could see us go anywhere in the world, like, what would be a cool place that you'd love to see us go someday when we're, like, in that position to go see other parts of the world?
See if you can bump into Steve Wallace. Check behind advertising boards,
Yes.
roundabouts, police
We
stations.
will be looking for Steve Wallace. That's another good YouTube channel. Steve Wallace, if you haven't heard of him, he's huge now.
Yeah, he's got over 1 million subs.
But we've been watching him since he was just a little guy. And he camps in crazy places. So he'll camp behind billboards along highways. He's just does some nutty things. And for some reason, it's just super entertaining. So
yeah. So we got South Africa from Jackie, Tibet from your mom.
Yeah.
Japan. Japan would be cool. Japan looks awesome.
Yeah.
Adventure Closet European vacation.
We're going to have to get a lot bigger before we can go to Europe.
Yeah.
For now, it's Canada.
Alaska tourists don't think we're the U.S.
Alaska is high on our list, too. I would love to get to Alaska.
Hello, butter drops.
Hi.
London? Yeah, London be a bit expensive, I'm sure.
Yeah, but really cool to go see. I think it would be so cool to see a place that has, like, longer recorded history than ours.
Yeah.
Our country. I think that would be mind-blowing to see something that's thousands of years old.
Rocks for Sobriety says Hawaii.
Hawaii. Oh, yeah. You know, it's actually, I've heard it's really easy to be nomadic in Hawaii, like living out of a backpack, because you can, like, camp on some of the beaches for free and stuff. And
we've been to Hawaii. I've been twice. Liz has been once. But
not as nomads.
Oahu and I've been to Big Island, but that's it. I want to see Kauai and Maui and
I honestly thought I would hate Hawaii because I'm not a big fan of touristy things, and Hawaii is very touristy. But when you can walk into the ocean and it feels like bathwater, that's something pretty notable. So I do enjoy Hawaii. I would love to go back.
Yeah. Don says, Ray and I would love to rock hound with you guys sometime. Yeah?
We are definitely going to have to do that. And again, we have something special for you guys in the next video. So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope we filmed it well. I think we did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, you guys, we couldn't do a lot of this without you. The channel, we hit 3,000 subscribers, which we haven't mentioned yet, which I never thought that would happen.
Yeah. I think it was last February we were at 1,000 subscribers, and that was amazing as it is. So we've pretty much doubled in a year.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. So, thanks for showing up even on our days where it's like right these last several episodes, it's been like a scramble for us to get everything out to you guys because our channel is a priority over everything.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys are still here, going, here through every step of it, it's amazing. And we can't thank you guys enough. And
we love sharing with you guys. Like you guys are all great.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
So again, check out all these channels in the comments if you haven't already. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. And stay tuned on Wednesday. We're going to a Viking festival, which it was really interesting.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not really a festival. It was a Viking day.
It's called Ufta Day.
Ufta Day. Yeah, you'll see.
It's Scandinavian.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll stop rambling. You guys have a wonderful day. We love you. Bye now.
Bye now.
All right, how do we turn this off?
I think I have to go up there and
Okay.
hit the stop button.
Okay, I'll just sit here awkwardly and drink my coffee while you go turn it off.
Maybe we'll just wait until it turns off on its own.
That could be forever because aren't you at like 80% battery life?
Probably.
Yeah.
Jackie says we could just hang out. We could, but we got to go film a video for you guys.
Yeah, we do. Well, there's daylight. All right.
Bye now.
Hope I'm not drinking this coffee too late.
I don't know how to stop this thing. What's this do?
Let's go look at him. You guys are hilarious.